of that fringe meeting in Regency 1 at 6 o'clock this evening if you want to get more involved in the update or the process, etc. And then, of course, there will be the main session as well, right? But there you have it, colleagues. The report is here in the documentation, and the matter is before you. Any questions of clarification, etc., before we go to the proposed amendment?
Peter Sims, Chiltern Green Party. It's a question of clarification around how we engage with the transition process. So not explicitly about something in the report, but it may be, hopefully this is an okay time to ask it. So as a member of the policy working group, one of the things that may be going into one of the future additional documents may be stuff to do with policy working groups and how the policy process works. How do we engage with the transition team to support work on that? I asked someone how to contact them, and there wasn't like an email address for the transit, or they couldn't provide it. I don't know if there's a way of contacting you, or do you have to know the individuals, or?
The transition team have a page on both the old and the new members' website. On the old members' website, it's quite easy to access because it has a link on the front page. On the new members' website, it's a bit more complicated. I'm not a techie, so I have no idea why it's not possible to make it more accessible. There's the techie who will answer that. Yeah. But in short, you can contact us, if no other way, through the office. They know who we are.
In addition, in the green spaces on the new website, there's one for the transition team, where we post news and you can sign up. And those who actually contact through the office all then get email updates every so often. Like, for example, today there's 2 online meetings with people who are volunteering to help us on the digital engagement today. So any of those means you can get in touch.
Thank you.
Yes, the other thing is we post all of our minutes on the members' website. I'm sure on both, but I have seen them on the old one. And I think the other thing is the particular point about policy development. That is a really key issue which needs to be taken forward once we've got the policy executive, what is it called? I've got a blank in my head, in place, because we need to make sure that that committee will take oversight role of how policy is moved forward, and council needs to make that possible for them.
Political executive.
Political executive, yes, sorry. And because it's absolutely crucial that our policy development and our political work go hand in hand.
Thank you. Any more questions of clarification? Watch out. Yep. No, then I heard any more there questions of clarification amendment. Watch out. Yep. No, then I heard any more questions of clarification amendment. Watch out. Yep. No, then I heard any more questions of clarification amendment. Watch out. Yep. No, then I heard any more questions of clarification amendment. Watch out. Yep. No, then I heard any more questions of clarification.
Clearly states on in section 4A, which is the middle column of page 12, that Liz has led on.
Amendment. Shout. Yeah. No, then I heard any more questions of clarification. Amendment. Shout. Okay. Yeah. Does anyone wish to comment on that proposed amendment?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I ought to probably know the answer to this question, but I don't. Is it possible even to put an amendment to this report from conference floor?
Yes.
Right. In specific terms, in answer to your question, in was specific terms the task and finish group. In was specific terms the task and finish group. In was specific terms the task and finish group.
Okay. Are there other people in the room who would like to comment on this by way of just a general comment or something like a speech for or against? Yeah. Thank you. Do identify yourself.
Colin Boyle, Southern Green Party. I just want to note that it says that all members of the transition team have signed up to say they would not stand for election to the two new bodies for 2 years. If we add Liz Reason without talking to her to the formal list of people in the transition team, that may remove her ability to stand for stuff that she thinks she wants to do going forward. So I don't think it's something we should do lightly.
Thank you. Somebody here? Cool. Cool. Cool.
But I think that request may have come in after we did our report. I'm not sure it was in our report.
Okay. Are there other comments on this? Yes.
Just a comment in that the task and finish group, the transition group were restricted on being able to stand. Sorry, Jen Law, Bristol Green Party. Apologies. Able to stand because of the amount of powers that they would have and influence they would have to stand because of the amount of powers of the Constitution and the process to stand because of the amount of powers of the Constitution and the process to stand because of the amount of powers of the Constitution and the process to stand because of the amount of powers of the Constitution and the process to stand because of the amount of
Somebody here?
Kieran Turner, Calderdale Green Party. I think there's a misunderstanding between, shall we say, service and decision making. Liz has been part of a task and finish group doing a piece of work which was then submitted to the transition team, which was the body that conference and the ballot had asked to do the oversight of the transition. Therefore, what Liz has done is a service to the party. She doesn't have power because she wasn't able to then ratify or carry through what she was proposing as a piece of work. And just on a separate note, I know this is just a workshop, but Liz has gone to another meeting. I'm extremely uncomfortable about the idea of adding a named individual who isn't present to discuss the matter. And I think I'd like us to consider the ethics of that, never mind the procedural matters.
Just to be clear, this is the workshop, right? So we don't have any form impact her in a juridical sense. Something else on this, Martina?
Yes, I'll try and speak properly into the microphone this time. I think one of the things we should bear in mind is that the Holistic Review Commission report, as agreed at the last conference and as agreed by a member's ballot, sets out clearly what the transition team is. It says it will have 2 representatives of GPEX, 2 of GPRC, and 3 of the former Holistic Review Commission. And neither we in this workshop nor the plenary this afternoon or whenever can turn around and say unilaterally we change that decision made by conference and members and add another person to the transition team. It just doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, at this point I need to interrupt things and point out that I've omitted to have someone volunteer to do a workshop report. Apologies. Now, I hope there is someone in the room who's been listening closely to this important discussion and would be willing to raise their hand at this point. No, I'm not looking at you. I could do it myself if necessary, but it would be better if somebody else were to volunteer. But it looks like nobody is, so I'll do it myself. Okay, great. I've got another job. Excellent. But actually, though, am I going to be at the actual thing? When is the thing? Oh, well, yeah, but if it... Actually, I probably won't be here by the time...
When the plenary for this will take place, because there may be an amendment to the standing orders report when that comes to the next plenary, which alters the order in which the A motions are taken.
Right. When would the A motion standardly be? Is it Sunday?
There's an A motion plenary this evening, this afternoon. There's one tomorrow morning, and there are some on Sunday.
Right.
A there.
Yeah.
And you've also got
All right. Well.
A there.
Yeah. Okay. And start writing notes from now on. Great. Thank you so much. And your name is? Victoria. Great. Thanks, Victoria. Okay, we're back on track. We've had a useful discussion on this amendment, but it feels like quite an important amendment, although it might seem like a tiny point, but it may have significant consequences. So are there others in the room who wish to weigh in on this discussion? If not, I wonder if we might move towards an indicative vote on the amendment. Yeah?
Peter Sims, Chiltern Green Party. I don't actually know what the explicit, what the reason for raising the amendment was, but if the reason was given what was said about the actual formal definition of the transition team, if the reason was that you felt because of someone's work on something you can't stand for 2 years should apply to them, is there another mechanism for doing that isn't putting them on the transition team retrospectively? Question mark. I don't know.
Do you have any view on that,
It may
Doug?
be relevant. I'm happy to.
No. That's an interesting question. Any SOC have a view on that?
I'm not sure that SOC have actually decided whether this motion is in order.
This amendment, yeah.
Because it will come from the floor, but we now have standing orders that say SOC has to agree that amendments from the floor are in order.
Yeah.
I'm not clear that that's yet been done because SOC has not yet been able to meet so far this conference.
It sounds like it would be one that you would be wanting to look at. Yeah.
Yes.
It was provided well in advance.
It was provided in advance, but not all members of SOC were available, and a majority have to be available to make a decision, unfortunately.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's useful to hear. What's this, Martina?
I just want to say something else on this amendment. It is actually factually incorrect to say that Liz was a member of the transition team. And I don't see how this conference can decide to put something in a report of work that they haven't done, but we have, that is factually incorrect. It doesn't make any sense.
Anyone wish to make a quick response to that before we go to indicative vote? Just keep it short, please.
Hi, Doug Brooks, Stone Green Party. Just to respond to what Martina's just said. We've just had a lengthy debate on whether or not we're going to rule something back into order that was very, very clearly out of order. And we've had the same people saying, oh, well, you can't change something that's factually incorrect an amendment report. Well, that's literally what we've had the straw poll in the previous session and actually decided to do. It's decided that, oh, no, we're
I'm not.
factually incorrect to say that it is.
Half the people in this room don't know what. Half the people in this room don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. So I don't think that's incredibly helpful. I'm part of this report with the possible consequences that were indicated. If you have been convinced that this would be a good amendment to support, please raise your hand. And if you are not so convinced and wish to oppose, please raise your hand. Yeah, well, I think I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, thank you. So that was three for the amendment and 19 against. Very good. Is there now further substantive discussion on this report here in this workshop? Okay, maybe there isn't, which is fine. In that case, we can all go and have some lunch. Right, okay. Should we do a couple of votes, one on whether to accept the report if it's amended and one if it's not amended? Or should we just do one on if it's not amended? We do both, Yeah. Okay. So if the report was amended to include the name of Liz Reason at the start, would you vote in favour of the report? Please show, if you would. That's 4. And if you would then vote against the report, please show. 17? Yeah. That would be 4 in favour and 17 against. And if the amendment is not passed, and we had a substantial majority against it, at least here in this workshop earlier, if the amendment was not passed, would you vote in favour of this report? Please show. $19? $20? You always get one more than me. I think there's someone behind the pillar, isn't there? Oh, it's him, isn't it? Okay. I thought I got him. That was 20. And who would vote against the report if the amendment was not passed? 0? That's 0. Very good. If there's nothing else, colleagues, we'll draw this to a close. Are you happy, Martina? Very good. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, I think it wasn't super. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, also I think it'll work more on things where more people are excited about it.
Okay. There was absolutely no one logged in from outside.
Well, it's Friday daytime, I suppose. I was expecting you to do it.
Yeah, it could have been from the phone inside the building.
True.
The links are all on the Spring Conference spaces.
Yes, that's very nice. Okay, so when's the next session?
Well, there's no more workshop sessions today, but they are all panels. And Caroline is free. You can send in questions for the panel. shut this down.
I'm just going to say that that's what you said. Use the word willing or agree or anything. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'll do whatever it gets.
Yes, yeah.
Because we get over the review process, what ideas have we addressed it? And I'm just kind of checked when that comes back to actually being, when we can have an opportunity to try and solve some of these problems.
I think a lot of it is will be that
Is there, so there's none, so there will be retrospective amendments to the Constitution at that point?